Hello and welcome to the Pharmacy Informatics Professor 2020 with your host, Dr. Armin Simonian. Have you done your homework? In episode 79, I challenged everyone to read the 2020 ASHP National Survey of Pharmacy Practice in Hospital Settings. And as you know, in the last few episodes, our Journal Club episodes, I've been focusing in on that survey. So we gave an overview, and then we focused in on automated dispensing cabinets. Next, we talked about smart pumps. And today I'd like to do one more focus on IV workflow management systems, which is also discussed in the survey. As you know, in episode 48, I talked about IV workflow management systems. So this is where we have technology assisting us with the preparation of IVs, making sure that we're picking the right drugs for the right patient and putting them into the IV bags and having a solution that's the right volume and the right amount of drugs and the right drugs in each bag. So I'm a great advocate for IV workflow management systems. And personally, I believe that this type of technology should be applied universally. It should be implemented at all hospitals where they're doing sterile preparations. And hopefully someday this will occur. But in today's world, we're not that close to full implementation. We're in the 20% range as discussed in the survey. And but the trend is going up, and I hope that continues. So let's talk about the national survey from 2020, my favorite article of 2021 so far. And let's do one more focus on IV workflow management systems. I'll bring up my presentation. And just to review, let me mention the name of the article. And hopefully you've taken the time to really read and dive into the details of this article. Now, this was a survey of pharmacy practice that focused in on two areas of the medication use process, and that is dispensing and administration. Now, when it comes to IV workflow management technology or IV workflow management systems, IVWMS, we see that there is a 23.1% implementation of this technology in the hospitals that were surveyed. Now, beyond having a complete IV workflow management system implemented at your hospital, you can use other technologies to ensure that you're getting the right drug in the right bag in the right amount for your patients. So the most used technology is barcode scanning. So you see that above and beyond those who have implemented a complete IV workflow management system, the software and hardware that goes along with those systems, there are additional hospitals that are doing barcode scanning. So they're scanning the bag and scanning the ingredients to make sure that they have the right components before they prepare the IV solution. Another technology that's used that we talked about before is picture or video recording. And you see that, again, that is a little bit higher than the number that we have for complete implementation of IV workflow management systems. This is the parameter that had the largest jump from surveys done in 2019 to 2020 on IV workflow management systems. They found that in 2020, there was a large jump in the recording of the IV compounded solution process. So this is not a surprise in light of COVID-19 and the pandemic. We started really relying more on kind of remote order review and surveillance of our operations. And so what IV workflow management systems affords us, we've talked about this before, is that you don't have to have a pharmacist glove and gown and go into the clean room and observe the technician making the solution or verifying the products that were added into the solution, you can have a video recording or a picture recording of each step of the process where the technician can scan the ingredients, show the ingredients in a picture, show the syringe in a picture where the fluid is drawn back, so you can see the exact amount that's being added to the IV bag, and then take a picture of the final product, take a picture of the labeled compounded sterile product, and then the pharmacist outside the clean room can look at each step of the process to verify that the right drugs were chosen, that the right amount was added to the IV solution, the right IV bag was chosen, and the steps were followed properly, and the final solution is labeled correctly for that patient. So picture or video recording is being used in a quarter of these hospitals. Now, the lowest level of technology implementation is Gravitmetrics. So this is where we use the specific gravity of each solution, and we actually weigh the bag and the ingredients as they're being added to make sure that we have the right amount based on specific gravity. So another technology that's used within IV workflow management systems, but not the most popular by far. We have the most popular being barcode scanning. Now I'm hoping that overall these numbers improve, and as I mentioned, I'm hoping for universal implementation of IV workflow management systems at all hospitals across the country. Hopefully we'll get there someday, but we're not there yet. So a long road ahead, but if you are a pharmacy informaticist or a hospital pharmacist, make sure that you try and make this a priority to implement IV workflow management systems. All right, so if this discussion was helpful for you, please like the video and subscribe to my channel, and I'll thank you for that. And in the meantime, stay safe, stay healthy, look after the health of others. I'll work on more episodes, and I hope to see you next time. Take care.